Hey, what is up guys? Jimmy here. Thank you for joining me. I'm really glad that you're here. So, Johnny, Mr. Johnny Tellez, he tagged me in the Fun 5 for 5 tag. And he was tagged by Tracy's Basement. And can you hear my noisy ass neighbors? Probably. And the reason I know he was tagged by her is because I had to go to her channel to get the questions. And this tag was originated by Married to Fun, a fun channel, which thank you, shout out to them for creating the tag. A bunch of my friends have been doing it, so now I'm doing it too. Which of my friends did it? Symbiotically Geeky did it, Eric's World did it, Miss Fairy did it, Robin's Nest did it, Johnny of course did it, he tagged me. So a bunch of friends. So I'm going to tag a few more at the end. The thing is, I answer 5 questions, I tag 5 people, and they continue the fun. So, let's start with the questions. First question is, what was your favorite childhood toy? Now, I am very ill prepared for this. My favorite childhood toy. I used to have the head flippers for Power Rangers. Those were really fun because it was the character and it was the ranger and they were just fun to play with. They had the bodies were all bulky, but it was always fun since you would like flip them and you hit the buckle and it'd flip again and you kind of put them back, and I used to love those. I want to get them again, but they're expensive. So those were fun. I had Billy, and I think I had Jason. If it wasn't Jason, it was Rocky, but I had one of the two. They weren't super expensive, but I had like 3 other siblings and my parents had to buy toys for as well. So I never had the full team, but I have friends who had the full team, so I got the full experience. So that was my favorite childhood toy. My favorite adult toy, that's dirty. They mean like collectibles and stuff, toys that are not meant for children. I was kind of prepared because I pulled this out. My legacy, I was gonna say my legacy communicator. I haven't got that yet. My legacy morpher. The reason why is because as a kid I wanted the '93 version, but my parents never got it for me. Again, had 3 other siblings, and this toy was kind of expensive. So I never got it, and I did want it. But now as an adult, I have one that fits my hands, my adult hands. It's die-cast metal, the coins are metal, the handle's metal, the back has this really cool design that's accurate to the Japanese stock footage. The front is accurate to the actual show, and overall it's a great piece to have on display. I love this thing. I do really like this thing. So much so that once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give one away. So keep a lookout on my channel for that. Plug, I guess. We'll see. Alright. Do you unbox your toys? Yes and no. It depends on the toy. If the toy looks better out of the box, I will take it out of the box. If it is something that's kind of hard to find and rare, depending on how hard to find and rare it is, will depend on whether or not I take it out of the box. For an example, I have this Oswald the Lucky Rabbit SDCC 2013 exclusive. He's metallic. Only 1,008 of these were made, and I have one. He stayed in the box from pretty much the get-go, but he's handy. I have the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, and of course, if I were to buy him now, I'd probably keep him in the box. But I bought him when he was first released, and I took him out of the box immediately because I don't really care. I never plan on selling him, so I guess it depends on the toy. It depends on the thing, like my legacy collection. I have a bunch of stuff that's legacy, and pretty much all of it is, all of my legacy stuff is out of the box. It's just kind of hanging out on a shelf because the boxes don't do it justice, I think. But I do have things like this SCCC, this is actually NYCC, Dino Charge Mighty Morphin the Movie battery pack, and this box is meant to be displayed like this. These chargers, these batteries, whatever you want to call them, they're meant to be displayed in the box, so I'm keeping them in the box. So there is that. Alright, next question is, If I was a superhero, what superhero would you be and why? That is pretty easy. I'd be a Power Ranger because, you know, hey, I am a Power Ranger. As far as everyone else is concerned, I'd be a Power Ranger. You know, I'm a teenager with attitude. You know, funny thing, I was watching a Spanish dub of Power Rangers not so long ago, and Zordon called them, I think he said, "jóvenes con carácter," which roughly translates to youth with character, which I thought was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I'd be a Power Ranger. The superheroes, and if you mean like a comic book superhero, Power Rangers have comics now. But the next one would be, I'd be a Green Lantern, because, you know, I could be any Green Lantern, I guess. I could be myself as a Green Lantern. You know, yeah, I'm fearless. I have a lot of willpower. Alright. PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. This one is pretty easy. So I've had every PlayStation, the 1, the 2, the 3. I'm getting the 4 tomorrow. I had the original Xbox for a bit. I have my 360. I don't plan on getting an Xbox One anytime soon. But Nintendo is right here. My cholesterol-filled heart. Yeah, that's where my heart is. I buy all the amiibo. I have the Nintendo Wii U. I have the Wii. I have the GameCube and N64. I had the SNES for a while. I never had the NES, but my cousin did, and I used to play it. And Nintendo has a strong place in my heart, so I'm gonna go with Nintendo. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I'm a Nintendo fan boy. That was lame. So I'll go with Nintendo. Even though they have like no third-party support nowadays, they have amazing first-party games. And looking back on my childhood would not have been the same. It wasn't for my N64, playing GoldenEye, playing Diddy Kong Racing, Bomberman 64, Super Mario 64, I gotta forget that. And there's so many great games on Nintendo consoles, and yeah, I have to go with Nintendo. My wallets, like my 4 past wallets before the one I have now, were all Nintendo themed, which is fitting because they're the reason my wallet's empty half the time. Alright, so now it's time for me to tag 5 people. I think I have 5 people. I have, I'll go with Manny Zilla, known as Legend of the Zilla. Boy, Manny, you're up. I'll go with Grumpy Nerd. I don't think anyone has tagged him, and if they have, I don't think he's done it. So Grumpy Nerd, I'm tagging you too. I'll go with Unboxing Rocks, Jay, Mix, Cyan. Go for it. I'll go with Jenny from the magical world of Jenny. You're up too. And finally, last but certainly not least, Zombie Space Waffles, Erica, Adam. Go for it. So that was fun, I guess. So alright, I guess I made a video. Alright guys, if you decide you want to do this video too, comment down below and I will watch it because I'm a good person like that. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. DFTBA.